Oh my, oh! I've been staring out the window for 6 months just waiting for the tarps to come off these trails. Like, winter when you build stuff out of clay, turns out is long. You spend more than half the year unable to ride your jumps and really cherish the months where you can ride them. Clay is difficult to work with, but the stuff you can build is astonishing, and this was proof of it a couple of years ago when I first built this set of backyard trails. There's been various iterations of backyard trails. I've still got the playground, which I'm going to revisit this year and redo, but my priority as it's at home is to get these trails back up and running, and to do that at the start of March, as we're taking the tarps off today, feels sick. So I've got big plans this year. I want to add transfers, loads more options, which I've always talked about, but this is the year. But first things first, we've got to get these rideable again. And you can see like the size of some of these collapses. That entire edge has come off, but all the clay spilled out into the turf over the winter, and that's kind of become grassy turf, which isn't usable. You can't build out of it. So the annoying thing is that to rebuild the jumps, I need to get more dirt, but my dirt hole down there, which is where all the clay came from these trails, is full to the brim with horrible rancid water. So we need to drain that, get the digger down there, bring a dumper up, figure out how to get it into the jumps, get a load more clay here. But in doing so, I feel like it's wise this year to build the first landing up, because that jump, when I went to Gorge Road trails, I realised how stepped up a trails jump should be. They've got like really tight radiuses at the bottom of their takeoffs, then they kind of flatten out, so you get this compression, then you pull off of a flatter takeoff, and I feel like you can go so much higher, but it works there because the landings are really stepped up, so by the time you dip the nose it feels like you've got so much landing, and that's something I missed here. I think that landing could have been bigger. So what I'm going to do now is a build lapse, which you'll know and love, get all of these jumps looking mint and make some of the stuff bigger. Same with this takeoff, I don't know. We'll worry about transfers after. We need a rideable set of jumps. Let's do it. Build laps. I've missed building and I've missed build lapses. That view is insane now. So look how much bigger that landing is. I always wanted to make it bigger. I thought that this first landing always felt a bit flat, and there's so much potential with the roll-in roller and first takeoff for this jump just to send you to the moon. But the landing was always the thing that I felt held you back. I never liked the second. In fact, Jamie, the first year, the second takeoff was amazing, wasn't it? It was steep. But last year, it just felt wrong. Every time we had a session, it just felt peculiar. What have I got? I've got a bike in my pocket. There you go, mate. Cove, there's your other bike. Oh, bike. Nice bike. But look, I'd say that's gone up 18 inches, right? Which is tons, actually, when it already was good. And now it's stepped up. You can't see the takeoff, but Jamie's kind of done a reface on that a couple of weeks ago. Whole new side. I've tidied up everything with the digger, but come and look at the riding face. This, honestly, is the first time I've ever shaped a landing good enough with a digger bucket that it's now rideable. Usually you have to do a pass with it on it with a shovel, but this one we just absolutely smashed down a load of new clay, like some really nice chegs we found in the pit, and then we wet it and did a slide on it, and it's mint now. Same goes for this takeoff. So there's probably another 5 tons of dirt on that takeoff from what was there originally, so it means it's come back a little bit. It's probably 4 inches taller, but I think the shape's way better. It took a lot of thinking, a lot of like digging out the old rubbish dry dirt, putting in new dirt, tracking it in, realising you have to do it over and over again. The time lapse for that one's quite sick. But the top right corner's just collapsed. Half an hour ago when we were already discussing testing it, even though it's probably too early, the whole corner's slid off it. I used to get it growing up loads working with sand, but clay, it's just the biggest headache because you can't do anything with that. That's just such a heavy block. Like, you can't rebuild with that. It's too dry, it's too heavy. So all of that needs to come away, and like potentially need to get the dumper down there, get more dirt just to build that back up, or be lazy and cut a foot off the side of the takeoff. It doesn't need to be that wide. There's no transfers yet. Your tyres are only 2.2 inches wide. It doesn't need to be 6 foot wide. Haven't decided yet. Don't want to be lazy. But we're getting there. Bit more to do on the first landing. That needs rebuilding. The second has a whole new side as well. Look. Whoa, that is pucker. Look at the difference between tarping and carpeting things and leaving it in the sun, even in March. I think the wind dries it as much as the sun, to be honest. And then the rest is history. It wasn't really much of a reveal because everything's tarped. But honestly, by next week, before I go to Darkfest, I'd like to test these. That's the ultimate, but we'll have to see what the weather's doing. Yeah, see you in a couple of days. Today's the day. We've absolutely smashed it. It's 7:30 in the morning. I go to Darkfest tomorrow, so this is my opportunity to ride the trails in the first week of April, which feels rare. It could be snowing right now in the UK. But we've done good. Like, they're all dust are in the cracks. Jamie has absolutely smashed it with the prep. I think the trails look the best they've ever looked, to be honest. This second lip, let me just show you. This second lip is absolutely rock hard. Like, of all the... Hear that?
Yeah, let's listen.
It's just like, you can't even do damage with it with anything. It got to the point where I was just smashing it with a digger bucket, 3.5 tons behind it, and just scraping the bucket down until it didn't get any smaller. So surely that is not going to collapse and survive. Got the Red Bull logos on. Look at this landing, man.
It's so good.
That's going to... My only worry, right, is that landing's over a foot taller. It's like 80 inches taller. And essentially that makes the gap bigger. So I'm going to roll in faster, land faster. This is a bit steeper, but the gap hasn't changed much, maybe like 3 inches. So what I've done is I've made 2 jumps that used to work together really well. The first one bigger, give you more speed. So the only way to deal with that speed is to pull up so hard on this jump and go to the moon. But you can do that after loads and loads of practice, but on your first run through, I'm really worried about landing down here. Because this landing's steep. If you land down here, you're then faced with a racer, which again is absolutely rock hard. This one I did with the digger dry, so previously I'd been wetting it and like sliding the digger bucket. This I actually just scraped back dry. I think it worked even better. It looks like granite. But this is just the gnarliest jump to case ever. Like, people have cased this, River cased this last year. He hasn't managed to get past the racer, but now it's got an exact 90-degree perfect knuckle just to cut your back wheel in half, or your chainring, or whatever. And then this landing's all good now, best shape it's ever been. So sick. Roller, last jump. The last jump needs work, it needs to be more stepped up. Of all the jumps, it's the least stepped up, but it should be the most stepped up. But I'm buzzing. Jamie's going to be here in about 15 minutes. It's been a big week on the tools and the machines. It's so good having a digger and being good enough now to use a digger for more jobs than just shifting dirt. But I'm excited to ride it. The reason it's 7:30 in the morning is it's been windy all week and it's only going to get windier today, but right now it feels good, so I'm going to get up the top of the roll in, well, give them a bit more of a water and then get up there and have a ride. Right. Oh. Oh no, we completely forgot to add a handrail. I'll have to do that this year. I'll definitely do that at some point. Not a complete lunatic. Right. Wow, they look sick, dude. Jamie's missing out. Where is he? Definitely at McDonald's. Mate, they look unreal. I want to one bang it really bad. All the way. One bang. All right, sheep. Don't break. Yes. Whoa, that's steep. Yes.
Yeah, boy.
One bang.
One bang.
Hey, that second lip's a beast now.
It's gnarly.
You'll be able to pull up on that. Nice.
Nice one on the one bang.
Thanks. I've got some serious pulling back to do, haven't I? Of the jumps.
Yeah.
I didn't go very high on any of them, did I?
I don't know, I'd say you got some fairly decent height on that, man.
But I was being, I mean, it is so early in the morning, I was being a bit hesitant into the first. Because that landing's so much taller. It's like, at the point before I was probably like half decent air time. This time it's like, oh, the landing's so much closer.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you just get so much roll off of that. And then this one's steep.
It looks
And
so
I fought
good.
it. I did this at Gorge Road. The first few days I'm like, oh, fight it, fight it. But when you go with a takeoff like that, I'll go to the moon.
Yeah, you get some serious height.
So all the speed starts at the top. Yeah. The racer was good, didn't case that. The last is obviously sweet, but it's these two that have changed and I just can't wait to think, right, up I go, let's go again.
Let's go, let's go.
See? Wasn't lying. That's why he was late, because he's come stashed. They're deep fried, who knows what it is.
That's terrible.
Get on these. Mate, the second's ridiculous now. You didn't like it last year at all.
No, really flat.
It's not flat now. Watch this, James.
Go on then.
Jamie, I'm going to give it a small pump with no brake, yeah? Oh no! The curse of Jamie watching! Don't blame me! Oh my! What are you doing? What? Hash brown killed it! Do not case that racer, it hurts everything. I'm going again. Get all your pads on, bro.
I'll use your back and chest protector as well.
No brake and a medium-sized pump. There it is. Whoa! That's a beast, man! If you don't hit the second confidently, you just don't get the height and the speed and the pump. It's like, if you go with the compression at the bottom, it gives you a ton of distance and height. Yeah. If you don't, it'll just sap it. And that time I landed the first good. It was like, I've got loads of speed, but I'm so scared of going flat on the second that I didn't pump, and you just feel it like drain your speed. So it's like, just like that line of jumps where if you're confident and love it, I think they're going to be the best. But through this testing phase, it's like, I'm getting caught out. No brakes and a medium pump, followed by a medium pump.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Medium pumps all the way, bro.
That was alright.
Medium pumps, yeah?
Big pumps.
Yes.
That is a good time to crack a ball. Yes, Jameson.
Double energy this morning. Still feel like I'm in bed.
Do you?
Yeah.
Still look it.
Cheers, Danny.
You're like in a spooning position. Mate, they're rock hard. It's the first time ever that first session of the year they're not making ruts and
Yeah.
You'll be pleased.
They've actually dried out.
The second's mad. It's like, if you want it, you get it. But if there's any ounce of you that's like, "Nyeh, not sure about this second," you get punished.
Okay, so no punishing.
Well, no, full commitment. Yes.
First run Friday.
Oh, imagine.
First three,
It is
come on.
Friday.
It is Friday. Weekend tomorrow.
You're gonna ride them all week while I'm at Darkfest.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, I've just done loads of work today. Yeah.
See loads
Just
of
been
like,
riding your trails.
yeah. I'll see it on
Just been
TikTok.
riding the trails in.
No, I'll see it on TikTok next year when you're like, on this day last year, and it's you with like 25 mates, your whole football squad. Going, come on! Well, come on. You've got 9 lives, G. Let's go. He's gonna follow me, dude.
Well, somewhat. God, I've got the shaky leg.
Just jump the first, push through it a bit, land it good, and just carry on.
Big air.
Not big air though. You don't have to go big air. Stop saying things like that. Double flip. No, ready? Ready?
Flip around though.
Yeah. Ready?
No.
Uppercut 7. Let's go. Just go on, Jamie.
Oh my god. Sorry, it's gone windy again. Feeling nervous.
Come on. Don't be nervous. You've done it.
That's it, that's it.
Attack! Yes! Continue! Continue!
Oh my.
Oh! He's down.
Yes! Continue!
Oh my. Ah!
Mate, you were so winded. I could like hear it at the bottom of your diaphragm. There was
Yeah.
nothing happening. You ripped the mips out of the lid. I heard you scream, bro, and thought, oh, it was a classic Jamie, like, I've scared myself. And then I was like, oh no, it was a bit more like, it ran out of breath.
Yeah.
It was like your batteries, where you went, oh! And I was like, oh, he's hurt himself. Poor guy, so strong. If that was me, I'd be like completely pretzeled at the bottom of the landing. And
Enjoying the sun.
you'd be building me a wooden box. You'd be carrying the channel. Do you know you said you feel like you're in bed earlier? I am. You're back in bed. Is that how you lie? Are you hurt though? Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
That's good. You got away with that. The ground's so hard, man.
It's like concrete. 8 lives remaining.
The man.
Back to bed.
Thanks for the support. Sick to have a build laps again. We'll be back with Jamie Carr on the channel very soon. Legends.